Hello and welcome to my channel Making Crafts. Today I am sharing a freebie for you, and this was my 250 subscriber freebie, and I wanted to do a giveaway, but I wanted everybody to get something, so I decided to make a digital file. And I almost had it ready right before I hit 250, and then I hit 250 subscribers pretty quick. So once I did have it ready, I just was not happy with it, so I wanted to work on it some more and come up with a few extra things to go with it. So I'm just flipping through the pages for you so you can see the pages you'll get in the free file. And so you'll get some pages to put in your journals or do whatever you want with them. And then here is a page with just a little bit of ephemera. And then I decided to make another little kit to go with it. And so you will have some tickets and some little postcards. And these postcards fit perfectly inside of these envelopes. And so I've made 4 different envelopes to go with this kit. And so today I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the envelopes. I have gone ahead and cut out and assembled some of the parts so that won't take as long. So I went ahead and cut out all the postcards, and I've cut out all the envelopes, and I've got them folded, and then I'm going to show you how to fold one with you, so show you how it works. And so this is what they look like when you get done. It's a rounded pocket. It kind of reminds me of like a little coin wallet or something like that. And so then inside you've got just this little, your envelope's got a little pocket that comes down. And so this could be just used as a envelope, and then you would stick the little card down in it, and you would the postcard in it, and you have something you could add to your junk journal, or you could send as a gift. So now let me show you how to fold one of these. So what you want to do first, it's very simple. You're just going to fold this flap in, and so you see this line here and here. You're going to fold the flap to just match up to that line. And then you're just going to go on the other side, and you're going to do the exact same thing. Just making an envelope just like any that you would buy, or like you would print out, like when you buy a digital file or something and print them out. And so then you're going to take this, and when you fold up, you just fold it up against the bottom of those tabs and just hold it up there, and then you're just going to score across. And I got that a little crooked. There, I got it. Make sure I get it straight. I want it to be straight. Doesn't have to be perfect though. And there we have that. And then for the top flap, you're just going to fold it down up against the pocket here of your envelope. And you're just going to fold that down. That helps guide it. And then you just smooth it down. And then just like any little envelope, to glue it together, you're just going to add glue right on the little flaps and just fold it up. And you have your envelope there. So for today's project with the envelopes, we are going to be making that one is still a little crooked. We are going to be making a little journal that you can send as a gift, like in Happy Mail or as a swap. And then this little journal though will can also be used, so when the recipient gets it, this journal can be taken apart easily and used as envelopes in their junk journal, or they could use them for different things. And so I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So let me finish. I didn't get all these glued shut at the beginning, so let's do that. Let's get them all glued up. One last one. And so this is a very quick and simple project, and then you can make it as decorated as you want, adding more details and things to each page. And you probably could add more flaps and things. And I would love to see if you do use this, if you do this project or you use these papers for whatever you use them for. If you download them, use them, I would love to see the projects that you make with them. So be sure to tag me on Instagram or Facebook. You can look at the links below to see how you can find me. And I would love to see how you use these papers and what kind of project you make. Okay, so what I've gone ahead and inked around all the edges, but since it wasn't folded up, I didn't get to ink around the actual folded part. So I'm just going to go through real quick and just ink around the bottom edge where it's And I'm just using some black ink that's left over on my sponge. It's enough to get the look I'm going for. Just outline it a little bit. And so that, I want to do that real quick before I put it together. And I think the black looks good on this, outlining it. Okay. And like I said, I went ahead and I inked all this before I put it together. Okay, so I got to figure out which one I want to be my cover. I think I want this one as my cover. And so, I'm just looking again. Actually, I want the dragonfly as my cover. So I'm going to take the dragonfly, and that's going to be my first one. And so I'm just going to lay it open like this with the butterfly up here. So then I'm going to take the next envelope that I want to put, and I'm going to, I got to decide which one I want next to be up against this butterfly. Let me see here. So I want to use this page. So what I'm going to do is turn it up, right side up for your top of your envelope. Take the flap. You're going to slide it. And see, the flap is very big because it's going to go all the way down in here. And then you're just going to fold this over and line your pages up. Now we're not going to glue this because when we get done, this is going to be a little journal, but at the same time, it can be, they can take this journal apart and use the parts in their junk journals or in other projects. So I'm going to put this one here, I think. I'm trying to decide which ones I want together. Let me see here. I like those two together. And then I'm going to put these two together. It really doesn't matter. I think they all look good together. It's just what I want to do. And you're just going to slide it in. And maybe I did not trim. That's the only thing is if you don't trim it right, I may have left just a little bit there. That's okay, I can fix that. And then I'm just going to slide it in. That one's a little snug, so let me see, look at it real good. If I miss trimming anything, then it's not going to fit. It's going to be, you want these to fit snug, but you know, you don't want them so snug you can't get them in and out. Just need to trim just a little off that edge, and then I'll re-ink it. Okay, there we go. So there you go, and you just slide it in. So if yours doesn't go in, just trim just a little bit. I mean, you can't even see here. It was just a slither because you want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be where you can't get it in. So then you're just going to line them up again. Make sure that you're lining up the pages on the edge here and the top and the bottom so that when you fold it, it all lines up perfectly. Okay, so what you want to do on your last one is you want to take your last one and you want to start it just at the very edge, and then you want to flip it over and slide your back flap in that was from your cover, and you're going to work them both in at the same time. And it takes a little bit of work in it. Just be sure that if it's not all fitting, be sure that you can trim your flap down just a little to make it work. But you don't want to trim much because you still want to be able to use it as an envelope if you take it apart. And then you're just going to gently fold it over. And for what I did press mine around it, so it does have, like, pressed it down there, and it's going to have a little bit of a edge to it that way for the dimension. And so there you have your little journal. Just going to flip through the pages, and then it's kind of like a little flowish journal, something that somebody can take apart and use in other projects. So, oh, and let me show you, the cards fit perfectly inside of each page, and you could mix these up. You don't have to match it to the page. That's just what I was doing. They actually were lined up to match perfectly, so I just slid them in that way. And so each one can have a card, and so your journal can have little journaling cards in it, and you've got yourself a little journal there. And now I'm going to decorate mine up. So, and I'll be back with you to show you what I'll do. Okay, so I went ahead and now I've decorated up this little journal, and you wouldn't have to decorate it. You could just leave it like it was, completed, and it would be ready to go. But I'm going to keep this little journal for myself, and I wanted to go ahead and decorate up some of the pages. And so for the cover of the book, I used the wording, no guts, no story, and then some little flowers. And I got this from a Tim Holtz pack, and this is something that I downloaded and printed and cut out myself. And then on the next page, I put a little specimen card from Tim Holtz, and what I did was I stamped it with the stamp set that I have. Let me see if I can find that one. And I have no idea where you can find this stamp set. if it's even still available, but it's got the months and then it's got numbers. Let me turn it over so it's not backwards. And I actually bought this years ago out thrifting. I was at, I have a place I love to go that has used books and all kinds of things, and so I found this there. And so I don't really use the months and the days of the week as much as I do love those numbers, because they're all different shapes and sizes, like squares and things around the numbers, and different fonts. And so I think that turns out really cool when you stamp them together. And so that's what I did on this one, is I used the Tim Holtz specimen card out of one of the ephemera kits, and then I just stamped the 250 just to, as a reminder that this journal was for my 250 subscriber giveaway. And then that's just a little Tim Holtz ephemera piece that I put there. And then I wanted to show you, here is a Sizzix Thinlits, and I think this may be Tim Holtz as well, that I recently received. And the cutout for this die actually fit perfectly on one of the pages, so I cut it out from one of the actual postcards that comes in the kit, and then I've just glued it on, and then I've put I can and I will, and I've put some ephemera in it and just some little things that I had, and the tickets from the kit is in there as well. And I got a little bit of glue string. Let me get that. And so then for the next page, I've just added a little tuck spot, and I'm just using some of the Tim Holtz ephemera, but you could use anything. I like to make my own ephemera, but I also like the little bags of things that he has. It gives you something different to work with. And then I've just used this tuck spot and put a little ticket there. And then I've got Shine Like the Stars and another little flowers and a stamp for the envelope. And I stamped those using Tim Holtz stamps and then cut them out myself. And then I left this page as it is. And then I have Take the Risk here and just some more ephemera and stamp that I've added. And then for the back, I have put another wording, Be a Voice, Not an Echo, and just a little bit of decoration. So I really like how this little project turned out, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I hope that you will share with me when you use these papers. If you download these papers and use them, be sure to share with me what you make with them. I'd love to see it. So I thank you all for subscribing and for all your comments and all your likes. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And the download for this will be 2 files, and I'll have it linked below. So it'll be one link, and in the link there should be 2 files there that you can download this file for the papers and for the envelopes. And I do appreciate everyone watching, and thank you, and I hope you have a great day, and bye.